Well, hello there, and welcome back to World of Warships. I'm Corny Swiss, and today I'm sailing the HMS Warspite in a domination battle. Now, I'm going to lead off this replay by saying that as this video goes out on Saturday, I will be driving back to school, and Sunday I'm going to be moving in, so kind of don't expect a video Sunday or maybe even Monday, because I'm going to be moving and setting up and unpacking and just all kinds of stuff. Rip that guy. But so yeah, I'm going to be driving and then setting up and moving, and one of the issues I'm going to run into is that before my new PC I was using a laptop, and the advantages of a laptop are it's very portable, it's easy to move around. A desktop, not so much. So that's going to be a new set of challenges. You know, obviously with a desktop I have a monitor, I have the desktop, I have a keyboard. With my laptop it was my laptop, and then I had a second monitor. I have this like really old, pretty bad monitor, but I use it for all my secondary stuff, like information, if I need information up for a video, or maybe the rare occasions we stream, that's where I put all my windows for that. So that's, you know, that's coming with me just to see if I can use it. If I can't, then I'm just going to get rid of it, because that's how old it is. It's really not worth keeping around. But yeah, so that's going to be a real hassle. It's going to be a real ordeal over the next couple days. So don't expect a video, but I guess if one comes out, it's because I found the time. And also, when I first get back to school and be seeing all my friends and all that stuff, and we're probably going to go out, you know, and we're probably going to get in trouble and stuff like that. So unlikely to get a video for at least Sunday and Monday, maybe even Tuesday, depending, but hopefully I'll be able to figure that one out. Classes start on Tuesday, so that's when life gets a little more interesting, but my class schedule is very light by comparison, because, I mean, I'm a senior, and I really don't have to take very many things to graduate, so going to be kind of coasting. And I didn't mention this in previous videos because it only happened recently, and I guess I haven't mentioned it. Oh, I hope none of these torpedoes hit me. Looks like one will. Oh, ran out of steam. So obviously, since I moved back home, my internship finished. It was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. The rare times I've talked about it, I think it should have conveyed that I had a good time and I enjoyed it and I learned a lot. And it also produced a job offer. So, you know, it feels really nice walking into my senior year with a job offer already in my pocket, and I can walk into interviews and other things with feeling pretty good. So, I mean, I'm stoked about that. I really am, and I wanted to share that. So, feeling good about that. You know, going back to school, gonna have a good time, gonna have a good senior year, and hopefully I'll have a much more low-key time at school, and it'll be very easy for me to make videos and things like that, while still having fun and, you know, getting in a little bit of trouble, I guess. But kind of what's happened in this battle, this is kind of what a lot of my battleship replays turn into. I've found that in World of Warships, battleships are what I like to play. And I think it's because I really don't mind them being slow. I really don't mind the kind of deficiencies. Like the Warspite's a perfect example. The guns turn so incredibly slow, but it has armor, it's quick enough, and it really just kind of holds the line against the enemy. And that's a lot of times what I find myself doing. A lot of times I'm at medium combat ranges, I'm just slugging it out with the enemy, trying to be the guy in the way for the rest of my team, so that if they want when they go to shoot a target, they're going to be shooting at me, and I'm going to take the hits, and it's going to be really good. And also, you can just dish out serious damage against targets, which is really good. It feels nice. And with the incoming buffs to battleships, I think my life will be much easier. Because it's my most played class, and it's also my most successful class. I have the most, you know, awards, and my win rate's the highest with battleships. Cruisers, the problem I have with cruisers is that they're kind of fragile, and I like to just get in there and mix it up and just be a target. And battleships have armor, so the armor, you can angle it, and a lot of times just be invulnerable to damage from other battleships. But my goal here was to kind of fend off this attack, and I think we've done that pretty successfully. Now the goal is to try and cap the zone and then sweep back and continue hammering the enemy, because I have kind of sailed out into nowhere. And that's something you'll generally, with a ship like the Warspite, you don't want to get too close because you don't want to mix it up at really close range, because your guns just won't keep up. Which is fine because you have a good secondary battery, but and I finally have my Warspite captain up to snuff, and he has the perk to increase your secondary battery range. So that's really nice. It means that my secondaries can get out to about 7 kilometers, which is really helpful when your guns don't really turn that quickly. And I think secondary batteries is actually something I really value in battleships. The other thing to value is accuracy on the main guns, but at some point it almost becomes the guns are going to be just so inaccurate anyway that, I don't know, a slight increase in accuracy may not actually make much of a difference, whereas increasing your secondary range by 20% and increasing the accuracy of your secondary guns could be really, really valuable in a situation where a destroyer is closing in and you just can't bring the guns to bear, or you have AP loaded and you're just not going to be able to kill him, because destroyers, I mean, if you shoot him with AP, it's just going to overpenetrate. You know, HE is what you want to be shooting. If you hit him with a salvo of HE, you might just one-shot the dude. But, because that HE is going to penetrate and that thing's going to explode. But against battleships, AP is where it's at, that's for sure. And I think the impending buffs for battleships are really going to be nice. Like, there was a situation recently where my Myogi, one of my last games in the Myogi, before I got my Congo back from, because I got up to the Nagato in the CBT on the Japanese battleships, and I really did enjoy them. So I'm working on them again. But there was a situation where Myogi, it has 9 guns. Right, I fired a full broadside at about 4 kilometers. I think I scored 2 hits, maybe even 1, but let's say 2 hits out of 9 shells for a total of like 2,000 damage. Okay, that kind of sucks. Now, the enemy Wyoming I was shooting at fired all 12 of his guns, and he hit me with 9 of those shells, doing significantly more damage than I did. So, I mean, that's kind of rough. A buff to accuracy was would be very good, because my 9 shells would have likely, at that range, most of my shells should have hit him. And, I mean, most of his shells already did hit me, and with more accurate fire there, I think I could have got out of that situation, because I ended up going on to lose the game, because I kill him, but I don't have enough to kill the Kawachi, who's behind me. So, and I was the last ship alive, so we end up losing the game. Well, this is what I'm talking about. The secondaries are just lighting this guy up. And he's on fire. He's burning. I'm going to turn, and he's already fired, so I'm not that concerned about his main batteries. I'm going to fire another quick salvo into him and sink him. But I really didn't need to. I think my secondaries lit him on fire again, and so he was going to burn and he was going to die. But I guess to recap, I'm going to be moving, so if there's no videos, don't get too mad. I think, given how sporadic video making is sometimes on this channel, I don't think you'll be too amiss about that. I don't know how all these shots missed, by the way. It's kind of weird. But I'll be moving. Sunday I'll be moving and getting set up, so I may not be able to make a video, just because I'll have a lot of just random stuff I need to do. One of my roommates will be getting there Sunday, the other will be getting there Monday, and then Tuesday we start classes. And, you know, obviously the first week of school is going to be pretty casual, just because I already know most of my teachers and or my professors, and it's really not going to be much to say on that. But once I get set up, like one thing I have to do is I'm bringing both of my monitors. I have a really nice one that I bought when I put together this PC, and then I have this other one that I mentioned earlier, this kind of bad one. I'm going to bring the bad one in, but I'm going to set up my nice one and then try and fit this one, and if I can't fit it, then I'll just give it away. I'll probably take it to like Goodwill, or I don't know, get it recycled or whatever. But hopefully that all works out and everything gets there in one piece, and I can unpack and set up quickly and be able to keep videos rolling out, and maybe Phil can cover the Sunday gap, and maybe Monday if need arises. So I primarily want to make this video to put that out there, and also this was a really fun game in the Warspite. Warspite, when it gets back on sale, because obviously it's not being sold right now, but when it does, I cannot recommend it enough. This is a really good ship. To me, this is the best Tier 6 battleship. Now, the Fuso is a very close... I think the Fuso is second, and it's a really good ship. But the Warspite just has so much durability, so much armor. The gun has the largest caliber guns, and you just have a tendency to just citadel people all day long in this ship. And it's very difficult to get citadeled in the Warspite. Would have been nice if that guy hadn't run aground and my shells had connected, but like most of the awards I've gotten have been in the Warspite. I'm talking like high calibers, Confederates, Juggernauts. My only some other awards I've only gotten once. I've only gotten in this ship, because this ship really is like that good. At least for me, it has been. This is my most played ship. It's my highest win rate ship. And it's just what I do best in. Like last salvo there, Confederate, done. High caliber Confederate, a devastating strike, something else, first blood, I guess. I don't know. It's just a really phenomenal ship, and when it comes back on sale, definitely give it a go, because it's worth it. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we don't miss any time with videos, but if we do, I apologize. And yeah. I've been Corny Swiss, and I'll see you next time.